Yum yum pure dried whole deviled eggs. Yum yum!
Enter a world of stories as weird and wild as man's imagination can conjure. A world where anything is possible. Where science and the combine in surprising and unpredictable adventures. Enter a world of astounding awful tales. Are you ready for more tantalizing tales of terror? Myths of monsters and machismo? The history of a heroic hunter? Good, because it is time yet again for another exciting journey with Rip Daring, cryptid hunter extraordinaire. Joining the intrepid adventurer is his field medic, Guinevere, a nurse as equally skilled in medicine as she is a deflecting Rip. And lastly, the loyal Percival, Rip's personal butler, tailor, navigator, and monster lure. Join the crew, dear listeners, as we follow them on an exciting cryptid hunt. Tonight, we have a bone-chilling tale, episode 75, Rip Daring and the Large Appetite.
Now I've got mud in my boots. Just perfect. For the next adventure, can we investigate the Bermuda Triangle or something? Rip gets lost on a boat while I spend some time on a beach. Just anything to get me away from more farmland.
Whatever do you mean, my dear Guinevere? Cryptids are abundant in farmlands as the creatures try to disrupt hard-working Americans.
Sir, we're not in America. This is a Japanese rice field.
Oh, of course I knew that. Just reminiscing about home is all. Anyway, how about you tell us why we're on the other side of the world, knee-high in muddy water at 2 a.m.?
You know he needs his beauty sleep.
Well, sir, we've been asked to investigate a local yokai, or yuma, which is an unidentified mysterious animal.
Then why am I here? Do I look like I have a degree in zoology with which to identify the creature? No, of course not. Not since the council sent me that colorful expulsion letter after hunting their precious pig.
Those are just the local terms for cryptids, sir. We don't need to identify, just find and shoot. Your preferred method of action, sir.
Oh, then why didn't you say so, Percy, you bucket of bolts? Now, what are we after? That lady with the scissors and the grin? The woman with the neck problems? Freezing, icy mistress?
You're too hot-headed for the Yuki-Onna, sir. Today, we are going after the Gasha Dokuro.
Ah, yes, the gassy Dokuro.
I'm not suffering through this again, Rip. Just call it the big skeleton.
Not my first time wrestling a big-boned creature. What makes this one special?
From what I've been able to decipher, it seems these creatures are hungry, undead skeletons made up of the unburied...
See what I'm doing here, Percy? Can you make your explanation like my fingers? Snappy?
Of course, sir. I forget that too many words push the old words out of your brain. Big skeletons eat people.
Perfect! 5 words on the dot. Now let me keep my keen hunter eyes out for the elusive creature.
Oh, of course. Where would we ever find a 30-foot skeleton? Maybe it's under that rock. Maybe it's taking a swim in the shallow fields. Or maybe, just maybe, it's that giant imposing figure headed right towards us.
Never fear, Guinevere. For my trusty and patented Rip-Daring jetpack is the perfect tool for every job. I'll fly up close and shoot it once I see the whites of its... the white? The whites of its... The white of its eyes.
But, sir, it doesn't have eyes.
It seems this phantom figure has heard of me. I'm sorry, random skeleton, but Rip Daring is only a piece for the eyes.
something.
Glorified. Skeletons crave calories. Never drink. Nutrients in American beers and rye whiskey. Now come here, you oversized medical diagram. Make a doctor. Daring. But that did little more than tear my good hunting outfit. Besides, don't you know that a man's true power is revealed once their rippling muscles are exposed to moonlight? Ha ha! What this gullible fool doesn't realize is they have fallen right into my trap. Now that I'm inside the belly of the beast, I can remove its head with the cool power of my trusty cold shoulder.
But, sir, it doesn't have skin. You could have flown in through the rib cage.
Percival, just don't. There's a good reason he doesn't practice medicine. There's actually quite a few reasons now that I think about it.
I can't quite hear you over the sound of my impending victory, but I assume you're cheering me on. I won't dally any longer, and since only the latest in killing technology is good enough for Rip Daring, I've outfitted the cold shoulder with my own personalized ammunition, allowing for more shots per shot. See that, Guinevere?
No, Rip, somehow I missed the fight with the giant skeleton.
Then you missed quite a show. Another beast's head ripped from its body.
Wish that was the only rip thing, sir. Why must you insist on making your outfits match your name?
That's the mark of a good hunt. What goes better with a Rip Daring adventure than a Rip Daring adventurer's outfit?
Questionable fashion choices aside, Rip, the creature is undead. Removing its head is nothing more than a minor inconvenience.
Then I'll be sure to make it a major inconvenience once I place it above my fireplace back in the old US of A.
There you have it, dear listeners. Another tale, another trophy for the mantle. The moral of today's story is, when in doubt, shoot it out. If that doesn't work, you're not using enough bullets. That's the Rip Daring way. Tune in next time for more exciting exploits and another incredible cryptid hunt.
Hey, Mitchell, ready to start the new school year?
Gosh, Martha, I don't know. There's a quiz tomorrow and I'm so nervous. The butterflies in my stomach won't stop fussing.
Oh, if it's a quiz, I don't think it's butterflies. It's probably bees.
Bees?
Yup. Sounds like you've got a bad case of the brain bees. It's a medical term made by doctors.
Oh, I had no idea I was even sick. How do I stop them from buzzing?
Easy, with Mentats. They're a natural pick-me-up that helps you clear your mind and focus. They're also great for memory. One dose and you'll remember just about everything. From the answers to the quiz, to the time but I broke his window.
Jeez, Martha. Are you ever going to let that go? It's been 6 years.
Not as long as I have my Mentats, I won't. And soon, you won't forget it either.
sponsors.
Mortimer, where did you find this classic mini vase? Surely you asked the museum for permission.
Oh, Vanessa. First of all, it's not me. I would appreciate if you didn't call me a communist. Second, I didn't purchase it from the museum.
Really? Was it at the gallery in Soho?
Getting colder.
The Bohemian Art Show in France?
You're freezing. Why, at this rate, I'm going to have to ask Mr. Handy to turn on the furnace.
Well, you have to tell me. I simply must know.
I bought it at Appalachian Antiques.
Wait. You mean to tell me there's a store selling the finest in collectible antiquities right here in West Virginia?
That's correct. It's just up the road, north of Fort Defiance. Art and antiques, at prices only a true Watogan can afford.
Oh, thank heavens. I wouldn't want to run into any poor people on the way.
Nor would I, Vanessa. Nor would I.
Appalachian Antiques. The finest goods and antiquities for sale, but never all. Tonight, in Chapter 1 of Zorbo's Revenge, we find ourselves within the cold metallic walls of Planet Spibulor's military headquarters. It is here, bent over a shiny titanium map of the neighboring galaxy, that the distinguished General Confusion plans his next invasion.
The glory, the gunfire, the screams of helpless civilians under my command. Another planet will soon fall to the steely might of Spibulor. Now, if only I could make sense of this plan.
Little does our alloyed overlord know that the nefarious Dr. Zorbo has infiltrated the facility and is making his way closer as we speak.
Blast this cramped head. I need that thermonium dust to power my spaceship for a century. But I should reach General Confusion's personal chamber soon enough.
Curses! This is a map of my own galaxy. No wonder I can't find the invasion target. Did I hear something? It must have been the heat synthesizer.
General, I'm trying to make a dramatic entrance.
An unexpected visitor. Could it be? The Emperor who battled in a magnificent race across the galaxy, who stood up to the repugnant morals of that astronaut and his monkey. You must be the one and only Captain Cosmos.
Yes, Your Honor, to me. Wait, what? You got us backwards. I'm Dr. Zorbo.
Is that so? I can't quite see you. Let me raise my optical visor.
Watch where you're shooting. We are on the same side. At least I think we are.
My apologies. That was my optical disintegrating beam. I really need to get those buttons moved further apart.
Yes. Well, as I was saying, I am the former and future Emperor of the Universe, the glorious Dr. Zorbo. And I have heard tell of your authoritarian pursuits, General. You shall be honored to serve me in a quest to take back my rightful claim on the universe.
Excellent! My recruitment drive has really come to a standstill recently, Dr. Zirconium. To have you come and volunteer to command an army in honor of Spibulor, it brings oil to my guns.
Oh, that is disgusting. Now, how did you even come to that misunderstanding, General? After all, your martial prowess is truly admirable. But your deductive reasoning skills, poor. I see now how you got your name.
What was that? We must band together and build a giant death machine to take down Jingles the Moon Mongoose? Now that is a directive I can agree with, Doctor. Let's get started immediately.
How did you... I didn't even make... oh, never mind. Sort this out. A spike cage! Why in the world is your personal chamber rigged with death traps?
My doctor, you step right onto that bathroom scale. It should be quite easy to
let me out of here!
It takes several hours, but General Confusion finally locates the button to disarm Dr. Zorbo's unfortunate prison. Not before trying out a litany of other similarly unlabeled death trap buttons. Against all odds, the two villains come out of the ordeal unscathed, having forged an iron bond on the shared frustration of misunderstanding each other. Who will Dr. Zorbo recruit next? When the time comes for them to face each other, will Captain Cosmos fall prey to General Confusion's baffling misconceptions? This broadcast is brought to you by Wonder Glue, the one-of-a-kind adhesive you can use to fix anything. Broken vases, cups, ceramics, and even robots. In fact, the scientists at Robco have helped us with a demonstration. Here we have two refurbished robots, their parts reassembled with glue. Protectron 1 and his parts attached with industrial Wonder Glue. Protectron 2 with our leading competitor's brand. How are you feeling, Protectron 1? Machine parts feel securely attached?
I feel wonderful. Thank you.
Well, listen to that. You sound like you're ready to patrol the streets again. And what about you, Protectron 2? Ready to get out there and defend Appalachia?
Kill.
My Protectron 2 doesn't have the same zest for life that Protectron 1 has. Oh dear, he's just fallen apart. At least he's in a better place now. Clean this up, will you, number one?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Well, there you have it. 2 out of 2 Protectrons agree. If you're looking for a powerful adhesive at an affordable cost, look no further than Wonder Glue. It works wonders. evening, America. I'm Dr. Huckabee, a leading nuclear physician. Every red-blooded American knows that living in the nuclear age means we're surrounded by healthy waves of atomic energy. Now, although all of us know that radiation's warm glow is good for the brain, eyes, and skin, certain individuals of frailer constitution have been known to suffer some small health effects. That's why 9 out of 10 of my colleagues recommend a daily dose of Rad-X, America's preferred anti-rad medication. Rad-X bolsters your body's own radiation resistance. Doctors spell safety RAD-X.
Previously on A Better Life Underground. I don't care what happens. No one can ever know about this, you hear?
But boss, if anyone drinks the water after it was contaminated, they could get sick. We have to tell maintenance so they can fix...
No one hears about this, or it'll be our heads on the chopping block. And now, episode 313 of A Better Life Underground.
All right, Tommy, spit it out already. What's this secret meeting all about?
Barbara, we've been working together here in the reactor for what seems like forever. So it's safe to say you trust me, right? Even if I were to say something pretty crazy.
You're starting to freak me out here. Maybe the radiation's gone to your head?
No, you know reactor brain is just a myth. It's Eric. I think, well, that is, I'm pretty sure. Remember when we were all playing Catch the Commie in his quarters a few weeks back?
Are you talking about the game we messed up where no one was the commie?
Yes, that game. I dealt those cards myself, Bob. I just know I didn't mess it up.
That was pretty strange, but I don't understand what you're on about.
What I'm on about is this.
What is that? A card from our board game?
Not just any card. It's the comic card. I found it in Eric's trash after the game.
Are you implying that he cheated? The man's practically a saint. He always holds the door open for you, even though they're automatic. Even for the robots.
There's more to it than that, I'm afraid. A few days ago, I saw him sneaking around the conservatory near the garden. Then, a day later, the overseer sends everyone that message on our pit boys to be on the lookout for food.
You're being paranoid. He's always in the gardens. He volunteers to help old Miss Beckley pull the weeds. Do you honestly think that Eric, the head of vault security, is stealing our food?
Not just stealing it, Bob. Don't you remember him bringing that salsa and corn chips to my place last time we played board games?
Of course I remember. It was delicious.
When have you ever seen them serve salsa and corn chips in the vault?
Well, I suppose he could have had it for a while and been saving it for a special occasion.
Barbara, please, just think about it. He's never been the commie when we play. Not only is he cheating in the game, but he's also serving us stolen food. That makes us accomplices.
Oh no. I ate so much of it. What do we do?
Well, we gotta tell the overseer. Who knows what else he's been lying about? Or how many crimes he's committed.
Tommy and Barbara make their way to the overseer's office, only to find Eric already has her attention.
Well, speak of the devil. Tommy, we were just talking about you. Nice to see you as well, Barbara.
Overseer, we have something very important to tell you.
Tommy, wait. Before you say anything, I want you to know that we appreciate you coming directly to us about this. And Barbara, you don't need to worry about anything. You had no idea. You can't be guilty of a crime you didn't know you committed.
So, you told her already?
I did. I admit I heard you confessing to Barbara while I was doing my rounds.
Oh, well, I gotta say, that's a relief. Wait, what do you mean confessing?
I had my suspicions about you when we didn't have a winner in Catch the Commie, but imagine my surprise when I saw that salsa at your place.
What? You're the one who brought it!
I find that hard to believe. Eric wouldn't steal candy from a baby. In fact, just this morning I saw him giving cotton candy bites to the children at the daycare.
Barbara was there too. She knows the truth.
Yes, Barbara. Speak up and don't be afraid. I promise you won't get in trouble for telling on Tommy. Now, if you were to lie, though...
Bob, please.
He...
Come on. You can say it.
Okay. Okay, I'll say it. The one stealing the food is...
Next time on A Better Life Underground.
Are you sure about this surgery, Agatha? Once I replace your face with your sister's, there is no going back to the old you.
I'm positive, Doctor. I may have the brains in the family, but she has the beauty. With her face, I'll be unstoppable.
Well, I've stopped the alien invasion and saved the planet once more. Time for an ice cold drink.
But is it ice cold? Or is it room temperature?
Room temperature, Ronaldo. But my camp is outside.
Was outside. For a supervillain like myself, fresh air is nothing but a mild inconvenience, a moderate detour. For behold, I've surrounded your entire camp with 4 walls and a roof. And when you walk inside, you'll find its contents are neither hot nor cold, but rather the perfect room temperature, including your drinks.
Ha! Did you think that I, Felicity Frost, would not be prepared for your moderately misguided mayhem?
No! It's so cold!
That's right. I put all my beverages in Appalachia Freeze, which means every bottle stays cool, even when temperatures aren't. Is there a problem, Ronaldo? Your head seems to be burning up. Maybe you should try cooling off with a drink.
A curse on you, Felicity Frost! A curse on you and variable temperatures from now until the end of time!
Ah, that hits the spot. And it's all thanks to the good people at Appalachia Freeze. They're real heroes. Call your local retailer and preserve your order today. Come join us at Watoga High School on Saturday, November 6th to see Watoga High Drama perform Armor Ace and the Power Patrol, the musical. Bring the whole family to come see their favorite Power Patrol heroes like Platinum.
Liberty. It wasn't just meant for me and you. It's our destiny to show the Rex our point of view.
Brick House.
The Yukon 5, take no prisoners. We must defeat the Ice Vein Commissioner, Chaos.
And more, like they've never seen them before. Pick up an ice-cold Nuka-Cola from the concession stand and get ready to laugh, cheer, and sing along. Children ages 17 and up who want to become a real member of the Power Patrol can speak to a U.S. Army recruiter just outside the auditorium before and after the show.
Spread the word to every nation.
Liberty, your voice is strong.
Ace!
Doors open at 6 on Saturday, November 6th.
Previously on A Better Life Underground.
Susan, I'm glad you could join us today. We really have to discuss Jerry's recent, incident.
My little Jerry is a saint. You and I know that what happened was not his fault.
Of course, Susan, no one is trying to place blame here. However, 3 missing hamsters, a broken chalkboard, and 7 named children demands at least a discussion of accountability.
Your little classroom calamity is not my problem. My problem is my child's brain
inside a damn robot. How is he supposed to play catch with the other kids with these ridiculous balls?
Mother, you are embarrassing me.
And now, episode 618 of A Better Life Underground.
So, let me get this straight, Howard. You think there's a ghost in the nuclear reactor room?
There is a ghost, Paul. We've all heard the clattering and howling late at night.
It's probably Edward Jenkins. Come back to haunt us.
Really, Victoria? Ed Jenkins? The guy we exiled from the vault last year?
He must have died out there, and now he wants his revenge.
Well, we'll have to chase him off soon. The constant howling has been disrupting my beauty rest. What does Vault-Tec security mean to do about it?
Oh, as much as I hate being near the reactor, I suppose I can take a look. If there's any flim-flam going on, you can rest assured I'll handle it.
With some hesitance, the trio of would-be ghost hunters make their way to the vault's nuclear reactor, a place you'd normally want to avoid, even if there wasn't a potential specter roaming the area.
The air here is so sticky. I feel like I'm breathing in pure death.
It's the spirit of Edward Jenkins. He's inhabiting this whole section of the vault. I can feel it. He's likely to take his vengeance upon us at any moment just for coming into his territory.
Whoa. You checked in yet?
Hold on now, you two.
No one's allowed.
That's just the radiation from the reactor. It's perfectly harmless. I think you've been getting worked up over a big nothing.
Just then, a ghostly apparition streaks across a dark section of the room, startling even the hardened Vault-Tec security officer. Perhaps the vault is haunted by its past demons, after all.
Intruder!
Did you see what I saw?
Hey, you got someone!
I'm scared.
Get back to it. Whatever it is, Vault-Tec security training has prepared me to not be afraid of anything, even apparitions.
It seems to be coming from over there, behind that large console.
Time to investigate.
Got it for sure. Save yourself. It's covering me in some sort of ghoulish.
That peculiar aroma. I know that smell. Is that pork and beans?
Ooh, that's no ghost. That's just a filthy food-covered man. Jenkins, is that you?
Well, I guess I wasn't going to be able to hide forever.
You're not dead? How did you get back in here? I watched you get exiled.
You'd be surprised what a man can accomplish with a high enough will to survive. There's barely any protections on the reactor vent tubes. I suppose because they didn't think anyone would be stupid enough to subject themselves to such intense radiation. Joke's on them, though. I'm exactly that amount of stupid.
Why are you covered in beans?
I sneak into the kitchen every night for some grub. But tonight, the damn air duct broke, landing my keister straight into the big pot for tomorrow's lunch.
So you are the reason I've been so rudely awoken for so many months. All that awful moaning.
Try falling through these tiny vault vents every day with level 3 radiation sickness and see if you don't cry out in pain.
Since you seem to love radiation so much, I think we can probably find a way to keep you around. See, these reactor cores need a good scrubbing.
We'll never survive that. And then you'll want us for sure.
Oh, would you do that? Your own long-lost brother?
What?
Next time on A Better Life Underground.
Hey, Heather. Is that a kind of bubble bomber you're playing?
Huh? What? Oh, hi, Jesse. I just started playing it. Bubble Bomber is great. You should try it.
I don't know. I heard a rumor about it secretly mind-controlling people through its sheer addictiveness.
That's preposterous, Jesse. Bubble Bomber is good. Bubble Bomber is life. Where is your Bubble Bomber?
It's time for you to play Bubble Bomber.
What? What's happening? Get your hands off me!
Yes, Jesse. Come sit down and see what Bubble Bomber is all about. We must all bomb the bubbles.
Gee whiz, Susie. The night sky sure is beautiful up here on Lookout Point. Not nearly as beautiful as you are, though.
Oh, Tommy, you're the sweetest. It's a little chilly tonight, but the view is breathtaking.
Here, let me warm you up a bit.
Did you hear that? I think someone is out there.
No way. It's your imagination. Now, where were we? Oh, no! Susie!
Tommy, save me!
Young man, this is preposterous. I refuse to believe that a giant bug destroyed your car and kidnapped your girlfriend. Now, if you're done wasting my time, I have actual crimes to prevent. Huh, giant bugs? Preposterous.
But it's the goddamn truth, Sheriff. You have to believe me. A gigantic insect did kidnap Susie. It was the size of a bus, and there are more than one. Those things are everywhere. You have to save her.
That's enough out of you. Deputy, escort this chem addict out of here immediately.
No! Stop! You have to listen to me. Big bugs, ants, spiders, cockroaches. Those bugs are not normal bugs. Oh no. It's too late.
Mother of God! What are those?
Humanity is threatened with annihilation by those, born from the unnatural union of nature and radioactive fire. Creatures so terrifying that words cannot describe the horror those macabre, mutated menaces will bring. Those, coming to a theater near you this summer.
Tonight, we bring you Chapter 2 of Escape from the 42nd Century. Another classic tale from the Atomic Chronicles of K.D. Inkman. We rejoin our adventure in progress, with our hero flung far from her present to a dystopian possible future. A world dominated by a nefarious hive mind of dolphin-human hybrid creatures bent on converting the last remnants of humanity into their soulless collective.
Well, this is new, and I don't think this is the past. The history deck's time locator seems to be reading... This can't be right. The 42nd century? Maybe Jenkins' calculations weren't ready to experiment with after all. The Chronotron backpack's time crystals are completely out of sync, and will need quite some time to realign themselves to my point of origin. What is with all the propaganda around here? Are those walking dolphins?
All sublimation candidates in Group 5B must report to Station Sigma immediately. Compliance breeds excellence.
That sounds ominous. Judging by the posters around here, I'm guessing that this mind organization isn't exactly welcoming of regular humans like me. Better find a spot to lay low as the time crystals resynchronize.
Out there, animal! We will capture you!
Uh-oh. That's not good. Atomic Quill, don't fail me now. That blinding flash bought me a bit of time for my escape, but I need to get out of here in a hurry if I don't want fins.
Strange one, over here. I am the help you need.
Thanks for saving me. By bringing me to the sewer.
Sewer home is the best. The mine seekers never venture to these depths.
I don't mean to seem ungrateful. This is all so new to me, I haven't had a chance to understand this brave new world. Let's start with something simple. Who exactly are you?
I have a name, as I am singular. I am the one called Jason David Braden. Proud unevolved, leader of the human resistance cell of Sector 19. Are you singular?
I'm K.D. Inkman, the one and only. I have some time to kill before I can return to my home. Sector. Did I hear something on the loudspeakers earlier about sublimation candidates?
There are friends you must meet. We will explain all.
Looking forward to finding out more about this wild world, of course.
A wild world indeed, KD. Lost in time in a land ruled by a heinous collective of genetic monstrosities, without free will, love, or any vestiges of compassion. Will she survive long enough for her crystals to sink back to her own time? Will she fall under the ire of mine and be forced to join the assimilated masses of dolphin-human hybrids herself? Who is the resistance of Sector 19? And will she be able to return the noble favor of Jason David Braden? Find out all this and more in the exciting conclusion to Escape from the 42nd Century.
Hey there, Susan. What you doing?
Howdy-ho, James. What's the game?
I'm so hungry I could eat for days.
Come on now, James. Don't be sad. Look over there. It's the fancy lad.
Oh, hello there, children. How would you fancy some of my delicious Fancy Lad snack cakes?
Wow! Thanks, fancy lad.
Wow! Thanks, fancy lad.
I'll take my snack cakes across the world for the fancy boys and the fancy girls.
Fancy lad's the best in town. That fancy lad really gets around.
clock is ticking. Put down your pencil, hurry to your nearest retailer, and ask about the Unstoppables versus the Diabolicals game board today.
Chapter 6 of Heart of Steel, A Dread Island Tale. Exhausted and sore from exploring and surviving the mysterious Dread Island, the remnants of the famous Flying Franklin family tread onward towards the beach. Led by their assaultron Hart, Emilio and Anna try to make the best out of their precarious situation.
Hart, I'm tired. Can't we stop here for the night?
For optimal survival, establishing a camp at the beach is the best option.
How far is it?
18 minutes away.
And where is that building?
Off in the distance, a large cabin sits on the edge of the forest. Through the open windows.
Hart! There's smoke coming from the chimney.
There must be people there. Actual human. Say no more. Let's go.
Filled with newfound hope, the trio races towards the mysterious cabin in record time.
Hello? Hello? Is anyone home?
Anna, what if these aren't good people?
Look around you, Emilio. Don't those fences and guard posts look familiar?
An American flag!
It's the military! They're safe!
Who goes there? Show yourself!
Oh, thank goodness! Humans! Actual people!
Good, actual people. I am Hart, and this is Anna and Emilio Franklin.
Children? Where did you come from?
It's a long story. May we come in to tell you about it? We've been traveling for hours, and we're exhausted.
The cabin door opens, welcoming the shivering survivors into its warmth. Inside, they are greeted by uniformed personnel and led into a cozy room with a large fireplace crackling against the far wall. They are introduced to the captain, a tall, slender woman with piercing eyes. Over the next few hours, the children retell their harrowing journey thus far. Oh, you poor wretches. You're so tired. What rotten luck you've had.
Just imagine our relief when we saw your cabin.
Well, you're safe here.
You're with the military, right? You think you can get us home?
Unfortunately, we're stranded just like you.
Did your plane crash too?
Yes it did.
Where did it crash?
Oh, it's nearby.
Yeah, back in the forest.
You mean we walked right past a plane wreck earlier?
A military aircraft would be equipped with a radio.
Yes. Well, it's broken.
Maybe they can look at the radio.
Oh, I don't think that would work. In any case, you children must be absolutely starving. Why, you're all skin and bones. Harrison, why don't you go get some soup to fatten them up a little?
Why wouldn't Hart be able to fix the radio? He seems to do a lot of really impressive things. When it comes to our safety, Hart is capable of anything.
They do say assaultrons are extremely powerful.
Yeah, Hart would do anything to protect us from danger.
Anything?
My programming states that I must do everything in my power to care for these children.
Well, there is one thing we could do.
We'll do anything.
If we decommission the robots, we could use their parts to fix the radio.
You mean like take Hart apart?
This seems to be an optimal solution.
You can put them back together again afterwards, right?
Of course. We'll put Hart right back together again.
No! You can't take Hart apart!
Emilio, they said Hart was fine. It's our chance to go home.
I
Harrison, will you please hold the boy back while I work on parts?
No, I won't let you!
Emilio feels a rush of energy and wriggles out of Harrison's grasp, dashes towards the door and makes a run for it, racing down a long hallway. He bursts into the first open door he finds, the adults at his heels chasing after him. He stops suddenly and gasps at the sight before him. He stands in the center of the kitchen, piles of meat and bones scattered on the counters around him.
Emilio, come back!
Children, I advise you to reach a safe distance, a minimum of...
Come on, Anna! Through this window!
Emilio and Anna quickly rush towards an open window next to a pile of gruesome chow. Noses pinched and heads held high, they climb out the window and rush to the safety of the forest line. Behind them, they hear the clamoring of weapons against steel, the cries of pain, and feel a powerful shockwave as the cabin before them lights up from the power of Hart's atomic blast.
Hart, be safe, please. Don't worry, Anna. Those cannibal creeps are no match for Hart.
As the smoke and debris clear, a shadowy figure marches towards the wayward children.
Hostile threat eliminated.
Hart! Hart! You're okay! I knew you wouldn't let them get the best of you.
Of course. My programming does not allow for any injury to befall you.
You can just admit you love us, Hart.
Your protection remains my only objective.
Oh, Hart. We love you too.
Emilio and Anna embrace Hart as the warm and wild flames of the cabin reach towards the night sky. With no food, shelter, or parents to help them, their future remains uncertain. However, one thing is for sure, they can always count on Hart to be there for them. Join us next time for another thrilling adventure on Dread Island.
Are you tired of the rat race, the hustle and bustle, and the governments with their atom bomb bingo? Do you remember a simpler time of peace and prosperity when the world still had meaning? Perhaps it's time for you to let go and find a different way. Employing ancient techniques honed by ascetic monks, the Palace of the Winding Path will take you on a journey of hope and self-fulfillment to help you rediscover the one person you've neglected in these anxious, trying times. Yourself.
Everyone here is real swell. They taught me wholeness and how to be one with the universe. Suddenly, the moral decline of America just didn't bother me so much.
In the palace, I learned to part from the material. With every dollar I gave away, I found the hurt fleeing from my body. Now I have nothing, and I've never felt freer. I think that's just nifty.
My husband didn't understand. My children less so. But I found something greater. Meaningful. Every day I cleanse my spirit, and I find myself thinking about them less and less. Golly, today was supposed to be one of their birthdays. I don't even remember which one. It's liberating.
Just off the 95 and 98, the palace welcomes all who seek true enlightenment. Talk to a disciple today and learn about our special discount on oil cleansings. At the Palace of the Winding Path, you can free your mind and expand your consciousness. You have nothing to lose but your pain.